What is grace? And why do we need it? Grace, according to the Catechism of the Catholic Church, is the free and undeserved gift that God gives us to respond to our vocation to become His adopted children. In layman's terms, grace is a gift from God to make us more holy. Now, there are two types of grace: sanctifying grace and actual grace. Sanctifying grace is the life of the soul. The Catechism describes it as a supernatural quality, the life principle that elevates us to the supernatural life of God. With sanctifying grace, God gives us a part of the divine nature. Sanctifying grace is a habitual gift that is meant to stay with us, even though it can be lost. Actual grace is a grace which comes and goes. You can think of them as special helps from God. They're like moments when God touches our souls. To our mind or intellects, actual grace brings light, like a little light bulb that pops into our head when we have a great idea. To our wills, actual grace inspires. This could mean inspiring our actions to accomplish what we actually want to accomplish through Christ. Actual grace gives us that push to do His will. We need grace to get to heaven. Grace is our ticket to heaven. The amount of grace we have at the moment of our death is the amount of glory we will have in heaven. For instance, we can only imagine how much grace St. John Paul II had at his death. He will be glorified that much. Now, as for myself, please pray for me. You know, if we have aspirations to become closer to God, we need grace to carry us. Because in our sinfulness and humanity, we can't get to heaven alone. Another smart question to ask is, how do we obtain grace? As we said in the beginning, grace is a free gift from God, but we can tap into some sources where we obtain more grace. The two sources are through prayer and through the sacraments. Prayer can simply be put as a conversation with God, lifting up our hearts and our minds to Him, for building up that personal relationship with Him. The sacraments are power that comes forth from a sensible sign or a ceremony, which was actually created by Jesus Christ Himself. The 7 sacraments are baptism, confirmation, Eucharist, penance, anointing of the sick, holy orders, and matrimony. Now that we know what grace is and what it does for us, we surely understand why we need it. The same reason you're watching this very video, to become closer to Christ and ultimately be with Him in heaven.